What's up, Reject Nation? Greg and John here today.
Happy Saturday.
Microphones quality.
Oh.
So, the early reactions, you know, when people go on social media, the critics who get early screenings go to their Twitter and they give their quick thoughts on the movie. The quick thoughts, no spoilers. It's been so long since we've seen anything like that.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So
I mean, maybe there has been, but I missed it.
But not in this big of a way where you get a whole article compiling them.
Yeah, for a big release.
Yeah, for a big controversial rollout, at least as far as theaters are concerned.
Now, I need to be honest, I'm not in the best of moods. I bought a Wonder Woman beanie ages ago, specifically for the purposes to switch into when a Wonder Woman coverage-related video was coming out. And I just couldn't find it. It's really pissed me off. Anyway, I'm going to take this attitude here into reacting to the news. And I want to check this out because we need a video to do. And also because of the fact that when the plot leaks for this came out, like I think a year ago or close to, oh man, it was all about like, this movie gonna be shit. You know exactly how plot leaks always sound.
Yeah, everything out of context always sounds kind of questionable at best.
And I never heard the plot leaks. I never actually read or anything like it. So let's see if the movie's as crappy as all those headlines once said. Steve Weintraub.
Uh-oh, Collider.
First on the case. Yesterday, saw Wonder Woman 1984 in an IMAX. Good for you.
Well done.
Just like how all of us are going to experience.
For you.
We're all going to experience it in IMAX. Not on my HBO service. It was my first time seeing a movie in a theater since pandemic began. Not even Tenet. No matter what system you have at home, nothing will ever replace the magic of seeing a movie on a huge IMAX screen. That's fascinating. That's not an opinion about the movie.
Review of IMAX screens.
That's not an opinion. That's the one you led with.
It's the review of the theatrical experience just in general as compared to watching anything at home.
Nothing to do.
You know, it just happened to be Wonder Woman and
cool.
And it
IMAX. I miss IMAX too, Steve Weintraub.
This is a positive review because Wonder Woman 1984 didn't wreck this movie for him. Didn't wreck IMAX for him.
Do you know what that sounds like to me? He didn't like the movie because he didn't talk about the damn movie. And Steve Weintraub, look, guys, I'm constantly accused of liking everything. Mm-hmm. And I'm also accused of incorrectly not liking the things I don't like all the time.
And spitefully doing so.
Steve Weintraub, he comes out and likes everything. So the fact that he hasn't said anything positive in here other than IMAX is cool, kind of said, okay, John, read Brandon Davis BD for us.
I've seen Wonder Woman 1984. Patty Jenkins literally made an 80s movie in every way, making it so unique for today. It feels both bigger than the first Wonder Woman while simultaneously more contained. Lots of Diana Prince and some epic Wonder Woman moments as Gal Gadot literally soars. Okay.
Wait a minute. I really haven't read any of these. We're only on number 2. And these just sound like facts about the movie.
I want to know what an 80s movie in every way, but that's also so unique to today means, because that just sounds like an 80s movie.
That's like a super clever way of describing a movie without giving your feelings on the movie. Look, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have an agenda. I'm just saying the first 2 we read don't actually tell you what they think about. Okay, we got Dorian Parks. We know Dorian. Very slight.
There you go. Bring us some real opinions.
I had the chance to watch Wonder Woman 1984. Okay, here we go. Real opinion. I love the first film, and I can confidently say the sequel take everything he needed. That extra letter.
Dorian.
He didn't want to. He wanted to make sure to space out those paragraphs there in his tweet. Takes everything to another level. Pedro Pascal refuses to wear his helmet.
Refuses to wear his wig and costume as Maxwell Lord wrecks the movie.
And Kristen Wiig absolutely killed it as Maxwell Lord. And Cheetah let Patty Jenkins take charge of the entire DCEU. Oh man, I don't want to see what all those other responses are.
Yeah,
Zack Snyder.
Let's do another video just about those.
All right, P. Nemiroff, we know Perry. Take it away.
I prefer Wonder Woman to Wonder Woman 1984.
Why does she hate Wonder Woman 1984?
Perry, you're a woman. You're supposed to like it because that's how it works. Just kidding. But I also much prefer seeing filmmakers take new big swings with sequels, and that's definitely what Patty Jenkins and company do here. Not everything adds up, but the value of selflessness, love, and compassion do shine through. Hashtag Wonder Woman 84. That's a review.
I feel like I'm in this weird position where I'm kind of trying to read between the lines on some of these things. You know, sometimes when they allow you to say stuff on social media, they give you these parameters of you can't be too honest, you know, especially if you don't really like something. Yeah. And I'm not saying she doesn't like it. You could be forming your words in clever ways without expressing why you don't like the movie, you know?
I mean, I feel like saying I prefer Wonder Woman to the sequel is already kind of being too honest for parameters like that. But I mean, this at least suggests to me that perhaps this movie is going to swing wider and maybe get a little less, you know, like people complain about the third act of Wonder Woman in certain ways being very much like a traditional superhero movie. So maybe in pursuing not doing that, maybe it's a little less smooth or something.
But is she saying, she's saying she appreciates the intention.
Yeah, it's like I appreciate the attempt. Yeah. That's kind of what I got from that.
Luke Bug, the Geek of Steel. I was invited by Warner Brothers to see an early screening of the new Wonder Woman film yesterday, and I'm still smiling. Oh, that makes me happy.
That's good.
These are real opinions. I like when real opinions are. Wonder Woman 1984 is the film the world needs right now, no matter what size screen you see it on. I'll be sharing some non-spoiler thoughts very soon. Okay, that's one to get excited about. Okay, here we go. John, take this away.
All right.
I briefly read this.
Amy Ratcliffe says, I got to watch Wonder Woman 1984 yesterday, and honestly, it's just what I needed. What we all need. It's uplifting, hopeful, and so utterly Wonder Woman. Just a beautiful film with themes that hit you right in the heart.
Aww.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that's an inspiring review.
I wish I knew most of these people so I could see whether or not I trust their opinions. Eric Eisenberg, huge news. Wonder Woman 1984 is fantastic. That's great. Okay, this is good. Okay, yeah, it's getting me excited. The story is excellent and has a great, timely message. Packs in a ton of surprises, and amazing work is done with both Cheetah and Maxwell Lord. Wig and Pascal are both stellar. Get hype because it's the real deal. What I love about when they're listing off the villains, when they talk about the villains, they are talking about both of them.
Yeah.
And one of the main complaints with the first Wonder Woman was the lackluster impact of the villain. You know, there was also the concern too, might it be too much if you have both, you know, Cheetah and Maxwell Lord inside of Wonder Woman 1984. And from the sounds of it, whoever decides to specifically list off the villain angle, they're listing both of them. Yeah. And they're saying they're both great. You didn't hear that about Thomas Hayden Church and Topher Grace. Am I right? Because that's what everyone thinks about.
All those David Thewlis tweets last time around. Eric Davis says, I'm so happy to report that Wonder Woman 84 is an absolute blast from start to finish, an exceptional compliment to the first film. It's stuffed with heart, hope, love, action, romance, and humor. Patty Jenkins, Gal Gadot, and the team delivered one of DC's best sequels. I was in tears when it ended.
All right. But is there anything that passes No Man's Land?
Yeah, how many tears? That's what I want to know.
Do
was
No
it
Man's
more
Land? Why
tears
even try?
Or less tears? I will settle for no less.
Mark Hughes saw Wonder Woman 1984 yesterday, and it was awesome. I loved it. Then had the honor to speak with Patty Jenkins, Gal Gadot. Articles coming this week. Oh, man. Can you imagine if you didn't like it?
That's why you liked it, because you got to talk to them later.
Awkward if you had to talk.
Wasn't a big fan. What were your inspirations? Jenna Bush watched Wonder Woman 1984 last night at a virtual press event. It was wonderful. Kristen Wiig is phenomenal as Barbara. The opening 10 minutes will bring tears to your eyes. I absolutely loved it. Patty Jenkins.
10 minutes.
I love a good prologue.
Damn.
Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot knocked it out of the park. Sorry, I'm projecting.
All they do is just show the opening scene of Up. They go right into Wonder Woman.
That was Diana's grandfather.
That's what she did right after looking at the photo of Steve Trevor. And then
she just watched Up.
She puts Up and then makes her think of Steve Trevor. Then we flash back to 1984.
Oh, goodness.
I've seen 1980. Eric Goldman. Yo. I hear a lot on Fandom Entertainment. Met with him once. I've seen Wonder Woman 1984, and it's really strong. There are several powerful and wonderful moments in it, and it's a film that plays so well For the notably turbulent era, its opening, and thanks to its message and inspiring hero. Wow, that is poetically worded.
That's
Eric
what
Goldman.
I like to hear, Eric Goldman. I want an inspiring superhero for a minute. Megan Damore, honored to have been among the first press to see Wonder Woman 1984. I enjoyed the first film, but I loved Wonder Woman 1984 even more. Although I wish we'd gotten the chance to see it earlier, the movie came out at a possibly the perfect time for its hope, optimism, and message. That's what's up. I'm not a big crier, but I felt myself tearing up at 2 points in this film, everyone. Look out for very different reasons. Wonder Woman knows how to land those emotional gut punches.
Where do I cry? I
In
don't feel
between
like I'm
all the
crying
cheering
right
worthy
now. Am I
act-
crying right now? I don't think I'm crying.
Is this the moment I'm supposed to be crying?
I'm too focused on crying that I'm
a
not
little
crying now.
emotional at the moment.
Everyone's warning me about crying about this
I've
movie.
already
I
cried
can't seem to
twice.
cry now.
Are there more moments?
Jerry Shorts.
Bits.
I was lucky enough to be among the first to finally get to screen Wonder Woman 1984. I adored it. The first Wonder Woman is my favorite of the modern DC films, and WW84 makes all the smart next steps, telling a very human, very beautiful story for Diana Prince.
Hells yeah.
Well, it sounds like regardless, there's some ambition,
That's what,
good technical achievement.
It's inspiring. IMAX is a good thing.
More than half of them were very enthusiastic about it, and I'm sure there's more early reactions out there.
And everyone who expressed some form of trepidation also had praise in certain areas that were, somewhat inspiring.
And I've got my tickets for Wonder Woman 1984 that I've been paying monthly for the last several months. Get it? Because I'm watching it on HBO Max the same way all these people experienced the movie.
Yup. The way it was meant to be seen for $15 1 month.
Yeah, so guys, show your support for Letitia Wright by gathering around with as many people as you can. I actually don't even really know what happened there. All I've heard are like
touching it.
The angry sentences is all I've heard.
I'm not. I'll leave this one to Don Cheadle to handle for us.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I want to look it up. I'm sure that's just as fun of a conversation to dive into.
That's what you all want to hear about.
All right, guys. Well, I'm excited for it. You bet your ass that I don't know if I'm going to watch it exactly on Christmas Day. I might have more important things to
What
do.
says Jesus' birth and family gatherings more than superhero action?
But for sure, within the 2-day mark, I will end up watching Wonder Woman 1984. Maybe we'll do a movie commentary on this channel.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
No.
All right, guys. Well, subscribe. Click that notification bell. Shouts out to your moms. Hit that like button. Also, check us out on Patreon. We got so much shit, like too much. There's like, wow, it's
stop them now.
Like it's been
Way
constipated,
too much
and then
content.
suddenly, bam, the pills started working.
Everywhere.
That kind of situation.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
regular.
So is Amber Heard in Aquaman too?